We're going to use the Eclipse or Python, the Replit online Python IDE, which is an integrated development environment. I'm going to supplement this with your STEM project software. So what we need to do first is get ourselves familiar with the Replit online Python IDE. These are all supposed to be capitalized, which I'll fix that. And then we're going to build bigger and more complex programs. And this is kind of to reinforce what you are learning in the STEM. So our first assignment is we're going to do a HelloWorld program. Here's the file names. You're gonna watch. You're watching this video right now, so you clicked on this, and make sure that you drop off your Python programs into the Google Classroom. So let's take a quick look at the IDE. So in this particular one, we're not going to save it in here. I'm not going to have you set up an account right at this moment right here. But what it is we are going to copy and paste the programs that we're going to build. But I do want you to create the programs. I do want you to create. So here they have one, a really simple one. This is Hello World. And we're going to do one similar to this, but mine's going to be a little bit more elaborate. And for me to run it, I just hit run and it shows Hello World. I could add good morning, and I say run, and it's going to run it. The first order of business is that we need to open up and launch. Click right here, and yours is going to be at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type Notepad and hit enter. So we're going to go ahead and code this, and what did we say that we were going to name this? We were going to name it, this is the original program, so I'm going to say File, Save As. And I'm going to go ahead and go down to find my Google Drive, which you should find yours. Then go to Klein Collins, go to Computer Science 3. And remember what I said, we're going to name it P, and then it's 7th period, last name, and Hello World. Very important that you change this right here to this and put .py, because when we run it, because we will get to the point where we'll be running it directly in the command line, but for now I just want to show you the correct files, and then hit enter or click the save button. So at this point right here, we are going to put a comment in here. So our first comment is going to be 3 double quotes, and we'll call it lesson 1 Hello World. Then we need to put in our standard heading, and you will find that under my site map at the very bottom. If you got any questions, please ask Mr. Cusack. Be sure to include all this information. And since this is for my computer science 2 class, then I'm going to go ahead and put my 3 pounds or 3 exclamation, that'll be the end of it. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the single line ones. So we're going to assign a value to the variable message. Then we're going to print it out. So these are different ways that you can put comments. The one above, if I'm doing a lot of lines, I'll use the comments at the top where I have the 3 and the 3. And if I'm doing onesies and twosies, I probably should use these down here too. but I just wanted to put them here so I can demonstrate them to you. So be sure to replace my name with your full name. You will need to drop 2 files into Google Classroom. File 1, name is PX, well, since we know it's 7th period. Last name, HelloWorld, PY, which is basically the file that we're looking at here. File 2, name is P7. Last name, HelloWorld.png. So this is going to be the screen print of the output. So my variable is going to be message equals this is Mr. Cusack. You're going to replace your name with my name. Then I'm going to print it. So at this point right here, I'm going to go ahead and save it. But since we're just using the online IDE to make it a little bit easier, we will get to the other IDE which is basically based on the PC. So I'm going to minimize this. I'm going to click this. For now, we're not going to sign up for this service. So I hit Control V to paste it. So I've got remember my comments up here if I want to do a group of comments. And then here's some single comments if I wanted to. So let's see about running it. You click on the run button. And then say, hello, Mr. Cusack. And then I could put my first name, hello, Joe Cusack, run. Do you see how it changed? So at this point right here, we're going to do a screen print. Hit the print screen button, which is on the upper right hand corner on well, actually on your PC or your tablets, it's going to be 2 keys over from the space bar to the right. So we're going to paste this into Paint. So the way we get to Paint is we're going to do the search. You can just type the word Paint. Then we're going to hit Control V. Then it's, I'm just going to trim. I just need to trim the part that shows me that you've got the program. So I go to File, New, don't save, Control V. Then at this point right here, I will go ahead and say Save As. I need to go to my Google Drive, My Drive, Klein Collins, go down to period 7, which you should have defined. Then I'll have my P7. Well, if this was my assignment, I put Hello World, Cusack, you'd put your name. Hit that. Okay. Then I'd go ahead and close my Paint program. Then I will, my Python IDE is open, so I'm just going to go back. Then I'm going to go to my Google Classroom. Google Classroom. Click on sign in. You may already be signed in. Then go to CS2. Go to coursework. You're going to click on the assignment. I can't drop off files into myself, so you know what this procedure is. You click on here and you say view assignments, and then yours is going to look different than this. So you go ahead and you just attach it and then you drop it off. Let me know if you have any questions.